All right, here are my two trades for the day. I did break the one rule I have where if I'm green, I have to stop. But the Q setup was just too good for me to resist it. So I'll pay the piper. It's worth it. It is a rule broken, but I'm still happy with the trade. So overall, when I came into the market, I was looking at Tesla and Qs. Actually, I guess all of them, but Tesla and Qs for continued relative weakness down or a potential reversal. I was really open to both, especially with the Qs being so close to the 20-day, and 20 days tend to be really big bounce points, as you can see here. I mean, all moving averages, really. So first trade was the break of pre-market low and came back up and pushed through. This was a nice strong candle, so I got in right at the beginning and then sold it into the 20-day. Like I said, I don't like to hold things into the 20-day. It's just from my past trainings. I have found that the 20-day tends to be, again, a good bounce point. So I sold it and pushed on the push down and got out. That was a nice little profit. And then was just watching for another entry because things were getting still really so weak. So I waited for it to come back up and retest the 20-day and push back up, maybe see if it got good, but it flushed right back through the 20-day. So I got back in on the 20-day here, and my stop would have just been a break of the 20-day, essentially a close. And then I rode it all the way down. I believe I sold into here, actually. Oh wait, actually, no, my entry was 655. So yes, I did actually follow my rule. I'm not taking it right at the 20-day. So once it flushed down through the 20-day, I got in right at 655. So right here, stop still would have been up at the 20-day, so maybe a little more range. I don't like to trade into 10 a.m. It's just one of those things, especially the indices, because it likes to flush up or down, and I didn't want to get caught. But either way, the price action was just so weak that it was just too hard to not trade this. So I just set my little line, got in, and of course rode it basically all the way down to this push. And I sold it in this push down as it was coming into the 617. I was thinking it might go to the 50-day, but again, Qs like to reverse. We all know that. So made a nice little profit here, got out, just basically sold it down here. And that was the two trades.